Speaking to me now is Rhondda boxer Rhys Edwards. Rhys, I believe you've got some exciting news to tell the viewers.
Yeah, I've been picked to represent Wales in the Youth Commonwealth Games in July in the Bahamas. So it's awesome, like, can't wait now. I got, I think, 2 training camps in Germany and the Bahamas.
And Spain.
Oh yeah, Germany and Spain, and then I've got a tournament in Bosnia, which will be awesome as well. So, good experience for me.
Can you just describe how you were informed that you had got in the Welsh team? Was it a phone call? Was it an email? Was it a text? How did you find out?
I had a phone call on Monday, and the Chris Type, the directing manager, performance director of the WABA, said they were now to be released until Tuesday. So I had a phone call off him. I was pretty sure I was going because in the British finals just before I boxed, they said win today and you'll be going, like, so I had to wait for the news really. So it's good.
And how did you feel after you received that phone call?
Awesome, like butterflies, awesome. Never felt like that. But been to some big tournaments like the 3 Europeans, the Worlds, but it's nothing like this. Like all different sports competing, so loads of different athletes. So it should be really good out there.
Probably lots of people watching this interview will probably be a little bit envious of you going out to the Bahamas. But this is something that has taken years to achieve. You haven't just woke up one day and been invited to go to the Bahamas. You've been boxing for years. Can you just tell us of your journey from your early amateur days?
Well, I started boxing when I was 9, coming up 10. Won the first Welsh when I was like 12. Won 4 Welsh championships. Boxed for Wales all over really. Been to 3 Europeans and the Worlds. And I had about 25 international fights for Wales, so it's going really good. I've had like 54 fights, which is quite a lot of fights, so all good experience travelling everywhere. Like, I've been to Hungary twice, Lithuania, Ukraine, Russia, well, England, Scotland, obviously. That's it so far, but hopefully many more places to come. Like,
can you just tell us about some of the sacrifices you've had to make to get to this level?
Oh, unreal sacrifices. Like when my friends are partying, go even camping out with the boys. Like you ain't allowed to go because dieting, caravan. When my family up a caravan, I had for the whole 6 weeks I had squad training every weekend, so I missed out to go to the beach, everything like that. So it's a nightmare sometimes, but it's worth it. Like.
And do you feel that this sort of being selected for the Commonwealth team is sort of all your hard work sort of has paid off, and this is sort of a pinnacle, the first sort of really pinnacle moment of your career?
Yeah, definitely. It's like going on to really good things now. All the other stuff have been awesome, don't get me wrong, but this one's the main one, like one that's really good to be in. So really good, like looking forward to it now.
And obviously be boxing against all the other countries of the Commonwealth. Have you boxed against any of those guys before, apart from obviously the English and Scottish boxers? Do you know any of the other boxers you might be fighting against in the tournament?
I don't know what countries are they really, but I've boxed against Russia, Ukraine, Sweden, Israel, loads of different countries, but I don't know really, so I'll find out when I get there.
And what sort of preparation have you and the Welsh Amateur Boxing Association been doing, just getting yourself and all the rest of the boxers ready for this tournament?
Only now really we starting to kick into it. I'll have 2 training camps abroad, a tournament in Bosnia, and training camps down Cardiff and sparring and stuff like that. So now like work begins hard now.
Obviously, it's costs a lot of money travelling around the country and also all the training. I mean, how much would how important are your sponsors to you in supporting you and keeping on with your boxing journey, I suppose?
The sponsors help like a lot. Like they don't understand. Just for kit to get to Cardiff, to go away for new stuff, equipment, every little bit helps out. Like so. people who do sponsor me is really grateful for, and is a massive help. Like.
And you're from the Rhondda, as I mentioned. You're only 17 years old. But the Rhondda's got a very rich and deep boxing history. Obviously, Jimmy Wiles, Tommy Farr, more recently Liam Williams. How inspiring are those type of people to know that you are, in effect, you're sort of following in their footsteps almost?
Well, Jimmy Wiles and Tommy Farr a bit, like I can't remember looking up to him, but Liam Williams is awesome. Like, can't believe he's like lives a mile away, trained in his gym, so he's great to look up to and see what he's achieving, and I could be doing that in a couple of years' time. Like.
Has Liam or any other boxers been in contact with you since you've been selected for the Commonwealth team?
Liam Williams have, Lewis Rhys, Gavin Gwynn, Craig Evans, Joe Jones, so a few trainers as well, Gary Lockett and Tony Borg have said well done and stuff like that, so yeah, it's been good.
Of course, you do the fighting in the ring, Rhys, but you have got a team outside that support you. Can you just give them a mention?
Well, who plays a huge part in my boxing life is my father, Mansel, who's down here every day with me, training me, drives me. We may argue sometimes, like, because it's a bit too much sometimes, I feel, but he's the reason where I am today, so huge help. John Wynn as well, he's been a huge help in my boxing career so far. He's been here since I started, really. Christian Roach, he ain't a coach, but he puts his time in to help me out, so them three play a good part. Like, yeah, he's helped me out a lot, like, so thankful for them three.
When did you realise that Rhys had a talent for boxing?
As a little one, really. When I say little one, probably 5-6 year old, and he'd mess around in the house, and I'd say to his mother, "Oh, I'm going to take him down boxing." Now, her son, my stepson, I always wanted him to box, and she would never allow it because she thought it was a rough and tough sport, and she didn't realise the skill behind it. But when you can see they got that movement, and I hoped, I hoped he was going to be good, but I could see something in there from a young age. And then when he did eventually start boxing, he held his own with everyone in here his age, a year over, and it's like, yeah, he's not just skillful and quick. He's tough, and I think I could see what he had in him, his skill, his movement, his natural ability then. But more so, I could see how tough he was years before he could. It's only now he's realising that he can stand there toe to toe and fight. Whereas he's been more of a negative boxer, but now he's starting to settle. He's starting to realise that he can fight. If push comes to shove, he can fight. His semi-finals of the British against a very tough fella, and a couple of years older than him, and he was up against him. He's a hard man. He stopped everyone on the day for the English Championships, and it was a bit of a toe-to-toe brawl, and Rhys came out on top. And it was, I think that was one of my defining moments. I've seen him thinking, yeah, we don't know it.
Boxing is a dangerous sport. There have been a number of serious injuries over the last 12-18 months, fatalities. Obviously, you've got a role as Rhys's trainer, but also you're Rhys's dad. Is there ever a point where the lines are blurred, or how do you do the two sort of roles or two jobs?
It's very, very difficult. I love all the boys down there, and I wouldn't want any of them to be injured in any type, or anyone at all. Like, there's the pros and cons of boxing. Is the living in the environment we are, which is as deprived an area as anywhere. What they could be doing, you see other boys of the ages of the boys boxing, you know, just say anyone from 9 to 50 then, yeah, and you can see the roads they are going down, and I think as a gamble you're probably better off keeping the kids in a gym, keep them safe, give them a bit of discipline, and is keeping them healthy. So I think we better off keeping him in boxing than letting him run his course outside, and hopefully that'll stay with him in later life once he finishes boxing. But no, the dangers of boxing, they're always there in their minds. Yeah, his mother probably more so, because that's his mammy's boy, everyone's mammy's boy. Yeah, but no, it's always there. And when you hear about injuries and fatalities of other boxers, especially youngsters, there's a youngster just died in England, same age as him, and you think, oh my God, I'd feel to blame for it. It's a hard one. But hopefully it's the best of both evils. I don't know. It's hard. It's very difficult.
One aspect of boxing, I think I noticed it with Rhys, is it just makes you more confident and brings out in yourself. Because I remember the first time I filmed you two together was maybe 4 or 5 years ago at a boxing show over in Tylerstown.
Yeah.
For a short little film I made put on YouTube.
Yeah.
And Rhys is very quiet there, but you seem a lot more confident, a lot more outgoing than you were then. Is that? Do you think that's something boxing has contributed to?
Like, you see boys starting the gym and they're nervous, shy, bit timid, but brings it straight out to you. You feel much more happier at boxing I do. I'm confident. Everything's like brought me out to myself, so it's really good. Like,
where would you like Rhys to be in a couple of years' time, boxing wise?
What I'd, if I could plan out this future with a magic wand, he'd be still competing for Wales, but hopefully in GB squad, making waves in GB squad, moving on to the Olympics in 2020, off the back of the Olympics, turning professional with either Gary Lockett or Tony Bogg, which would be my preferred choices, and obviously with either Warren or Ewan. I think that then, off the back of the Olympics or the Commonwealth, yeah, it gives you a platform to move forward off. You've got a ready-made fan base. You've got a massive fan base as it is now, like, in all fairness to him. But it just highlights everything. Yeah, it puts you out there. And then Joe Cordina, and Joe Cordina is a man who look up to, yeah. Joe Cordina now, he's coming up, I think he's having his 3rd pro fight now in 10-11 days. Yeah, and that is someone who inspired, yeah. So if you could do it in around the same kind of way as what Joe or Andrew Selby have done, like, then that's not hang around in the pros and not take on any, do you know what I mean? I easy fights then, right? Take on decent scraps and try and make your way through the ranks the good old way, yeah, the honest way then, yeah. Whereas you're fighting men who are there to win, not there to fall over and just buffer you were rating in, yeah. So that's what I want. I want him to hopefully make full either the Olympics or senior Commonwealth, and then off the back of that turn pro with a good resume behind him. That's in a perfect world. That's what I want, and a world championship.
And as Rhys mentioned earlier on, how important is sponsorship to helping Rhys go on this journey?
It's obviously monetary is brilliant, yeah, because it helps out with kit, training, whatever else he needs. It's the following that helps as much is being recognised and being looked up to and appreciated by especially the local people, yeah, because we're in a little gym stuck in the middle of nowhere, and there's even people in our street alone that doesn't know him, doesn't know who he boxes, yeah. So I think when his profile is raised and he feels appreciated and people realise he's fighting for our country and he's proud to fight for our country. Yeah, he's proud to be out there doing it for the Valleys. I'm proud to be fighting for our country. It's not just the winning and losing of boxing, it's the pride that goes with it and the feeling in living in such a tight-knit community. Like, it's going out there and you've started to feel it now, innit? People coming on to him and shaking his hand and well done. Yeah, and people that don't know you, people you've never, but where it's been in the papers and publicised, and it's starting to feel good, starting to make you feel good about yourself. So yeah.
And Rhys, for you, what's your big boxing dream?
Well, to be honest, the same as his. I'd love to go to the Commonwealth Games I'm going to now and win, well, medal, but win. Then I'd like to get called up in GB squad, get on the full squad, and then hopefully like the Olympics, the 2020 Olympics and the senior Commonwealth Games would be awesome. Like, so that's what I'm aiming to reach for. And then turn pro off the big thing like the Olympics. And then I like to either go with Tony Borg or Gary Lockett and start winning titles then as pro. So that's my ideal thing. Like.
And have you any message for any fans or any supporters watching the interview?
Just thank you to everyone who wishes me good luck, even they when I lose, and like respects me and knows what I put in, and my family like awesome with me and know what I go through and what I have to sacrifice really. So everyone's all the support like means everything.
If anyone wants to follow your boxing career more closely and get more information about upcoming fights, etc., how do they go about doing that?
I got a Facebook boxing page, Rhys Edwards Boxing, so share that and like it and like the stuff I put on it and follow my success hopefully. And
it's been quiet for the moment on his boxing page on Facebook because we've been waiting for the go ahead from the Commonwealth Committee to allow him to publicise that he's on there. So you'll be updating her. He'll be putting his bits and pieces on. Hopefully, I know AIBA have a live screening they did in the Europeans and the World Championships. So hopefully there'll be some kind of live screening. So that will be put on social media. But yeah, if all of you out there could like and share his page and get him as many followers as he can, the more the better. And then because I think we're at the beginning of
good stuff.
Yeah. I think the ball is. I don't think he's lost a round this year. Never mind lost a fight. He hasn't lost a round this year. He's done brilliantly up against the two best English boys in the when he fought in the semis and the finals of the British Championship, and the both the boys are in a year above.
Two really good boys, weren't they?
Yeah.
And Dave really.
And their coaches and their coaches and one of their coaches was their father was amazed when he knew that he would only just turned 17. Yeah, couldn't believe it. So I think he's got people thinking up in a way as well. Like it's not just in Wales, it's up in a way as well as. So yeah, get liking guys, get liking.
So Rhys, hopefully in July is it, Bahamas? So hopefully now in August I can come back down this gym and interview you and you can show us your gold medal.
Yeah, hopefully that'd be awesome. Like I'd love to have another interview with you and hopefully have my gold medal. Yeah, like any medal, but gold's one we won. So hopefully next time you see me or interview me, I'll be Commonwealth champion. So that'd be awesome for me.